Where that guy? Well, you get to find out what he does when he goes home or where he lives, and some people from his past, what he did before he was actually Nick Fury, or he had super friends, the ordinary friends that he had. So you learn different things about it.
And Don one more time. There it is.
And then Don right there, Don.
And Don right there. Don all the way right.
I think the fans are going to really love this one. It's a very different take on this material, you know, closer to the Manchurian Candidate than things that we've seen before. So I'm really interested to and really excited for people to check it out. Yeah, I mean, just right off the bat, we meet Rhodey in a very different role. He's much more political than we've seen him in the past. The soldier is still there, but he's actually acting more as a politician. He's sort of the president's right-hand man. But as Marvel goes, you know, there's gonna be a big journey on this one, and roles will change, and it's just gonna be really interesting.
And Cobie, just to your left.
And Cobie straight ahead.
Cobie right front.
left, please.
And Cobie right this way, right here.
And Cobie right.
Wild, you know, these are so. It's always. I feel so grateful because I feel like Marvel has the greatest fans in the world, and they've really shut the street down. But it's like just the dedication and the love that people have for these characters, for these productions. It affects me just to come here and be able to feel that and to see that in actuality is really thrilling.
Just together right here, Cobie.
I think the cool thing about Marvel now is they're doing these series so you get to see sides of the characters they didn't have time for in the films. And I think that's very evident in terms of Nick Fury, who is such a mysterious character, and we're really getting to see like some of his emotions, some of his backstory, seeing the relationships between him and Maria Hill and Rhodey and all these different characters that they've been in scenes together, but we're really getting to see them in a different setting and a more intimate setting.
And Olivia? And Miss Colman, straight ahead, right.
It's the biggest carpet, apart from the Oscars, I've ever seen, and I've never seen a fan base who makes such an effort. It's amazing. One girl has spent 2 hours doing her Skrull makeup. It's so cool. It's really lovely.
Olivia, just to your left.
Olivia straight ahead.
Olivia, to your right, Olivia.
Olivia right in front.
So exciting. After every Marvel release, I phone my agent going, please, can I be in a Marvel? And so I'm really excited. I'm so excited to see it. I haven't seen anything yet. This is a bit more of a sort of crime thriller type feel to it, and it is darker, and I can't remember what I'm not allowed to say. So it's great.
Hey, look at this way, straight ahead.
And Emilia?
It's amazing. I've been a part of franchises, but there's nothing like Marvel. Like it's something different. The energy is huge. The fans are like, it's why it's made. It's everything that they make is they're making it for the fans, and getting to see their reaction this evening is just incredible. Well, the amazing thing about Marvel is that when you're joining a Marvel TV show, you know that every other actor there is like a legend in their own rights. And this show is ridiculous. Like, every single actor in it is a phenomenal talent.
And Emilia, just to your left.
And Emilia straight ahead, please.
Emilia, can we get over the shoulder?
Yeah, I would say it's one of the most grounded shows that they've ever made, which is wonderful, because then people like my mum, who's never seen any other Marvel, will like get it. But that there's enough in there for the fans to grab onto and enjoy and kind of hopefully be happy with how the interpretation of what we've done. But it is, it's just good on every level. You tick all the boxes. The story is excellent. The characters are wonderful. And Sam and Ben together is just, you get to see them together all the time. And it's like every one of their scenes is just magic.
Ben in the middle, Ben!
And Miss Mendelsohn!
Ben right in the center!
It's awesome being here. Like it just feels like forever since we did this kind of stuff, like, you know, with everything that's gone on. And here we are, Hollywood Boulevard. Hollywood Boulevard. For a big Marvel number. It's beautiful.
Mr. Mendelsohn, sir. Pictures, fun.
Stand straight ahead.
And then straight ahead, please. And then to your left, sir.
It's really good. Like, I got to tell you, MCU is a very, very fine place to labour away. It's a very, very fine place to work. Very, very fine place to work. I think the connection with the fans, I think, you know, Brian and Louis and co, they're evil scheming geniuses, you know?
And Kingsley Scott. Great.
A couple of the producers who I spoke to originally, like really, really early on, lots of the conversations were just about the style of the show and the story and how they wanted to try and create something different, because my feeling was like, why are you guys coming to me for this part? Like, what is it? Like, I've never, you know, I've never played anyone as kind of dark or... So we just spent a long time talking about the story and what their intentions were. And like, that's what really sold it for me. It was a lot of fun working with Sam. You just kind of have the first hour or so, I think I just had to shake a few nerves, you know? But like, once we found our groove, we like got into it. And I think some of that works at the end of the show. So like, it'll be, yeah.
And Samuel, look right here.
Yeah, it's really cool to see like the culmination of everyone's hard work. The carpet's huge, the pictures look amazing, and yeah, I'm just really excited to see the show and hopefully see what the feedback is like as well. I'll let you know after I've seen it, to be honest with you, but what I loved about it when I was reading the scripts was it felt like a bit more like a spy sort of thriller. You didn't really know what to... It just made you feel a little bit more on the edge of your seat. And that's exciting, and that's very different to what I've seen from Marvel so far, for sure.
And then Nisha right next to him.
There's a lot in this that is going to unfold. I think the social media sort of hints for Secret Invasion have been quite interesting. I've been following it. But I think this is definitely different to the other Marvel Studio projects. It's an espionage thriller. So I think people will really enjoy this, and I think it's a new and exciting thing for MCU as well to be exploring. So, yeah.
Dermot, straight ahead, please. Right here, sir.
Dermot, straight ahead. Mulroney.
And Dermot.
Gosh, everybody put so much effort and a lot of heart into making this show. I had most of my scenes with Samuel L. Jackson and with Don Cheadle. So I'm so blessed to be here and to work with them. Samuel, I didn't know very well, but we became a little bit friendly. Don, I've known for years and years, so amazing to be in their company here in Secret Invasion. So I just had one of the many storylines, so it's a brilliant, Ali Selim directed these brilliant episodes, puts them all together, but it's a great big epic show. So I'm one of those parts of it and thrilled to be here.
It's incredibly satisfying because we spent a long time filming this thing, and it was a really wonderful shoot. The cast got on great. We have a wonderful director in Ali Selim. And I just think what the writers and Ali and the Marvel team have done with this one is quite sort of unique, and it's very dark, and I think there's a lot of surprises in it. I'm just really excited for them. That I think it's a really exciting story, and I think it's dark, and I think it's gritty. I think Samuel L. Jackson is extraordinary in it. He's one of those actors who just has a way of completely giving so much depth and grounding, and sort of humanizes his roles, kind of like no one else. I think to see his performance, but the dynamism of this particular show, there's a lot of moving parts. It all ties in remarkably with previous MCU installments.
It's really incredible. It's been a long, long journey making what I hope is a great show for the fans and people who've never been fans before. And it's early on the carpet, but I feel energy and maybe some relief and maybe some excitement. And I'm really, really excited to be reunited with the cast. most of whom became very good friends. You know, it's a very grounded series. There are really no superheroes in it. It's the Nick Fury story, and he can't fly, and he can't punch like a superhero can punch. So it's a very grounded political thriller that I think brings a darkness and I think higher stakes in a way, because what's at stake is Earth, the Earth that we know is home, which is very different for a Marvel series, and I think it's going to be exciting.
All of the Marvel films and series sort of find their own path and find their own tone, and it felt like a cool, grounded spy thriller was just the right lane for Secret Invasion to live in. And when you add Nick Fury on top of that, and we add the Skrull invasion on top of that, and this amazing cast, it really becomes something really unique and cool. There's a lot in store for Marvel fans who have been following the story closely, and there's a lot in store for everybody who is a fan of good stories and great performances with great actors.
Pretty girls in the hat. We're there and we're there. All right. We're there and we're there.
And we'll do one last one with just the cast. And there we go. One more time. There we go.
35, 60.
All right.
We are done.
Here we go.
Ready to start.